Hey Sean, how's it going?
It's okay. How are you?
Good. We're just doing a video for Instagram TV. Now that we have an Instagram,
Oh my god, I don't want to be on the gram.
we are on the gram. We're not just on the dime, we're on the gram.
Take us off the gram.
We're on the gram.
Oh, God.
There's no coming off.
No, no!
But Shawn and I have just watched Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Shawn, what did you think of Fallen Kingdom?
Yes. Not. Sadly.
On a scale of 0 to 10, where would you rank it?
Like, 0 being the worst, 10 being the best.
That's correct. That's usually how that goes.
4.5?
4.5. Okay, I thought you were gonna give it like a 2.
No, it wasn't bad enough to be a 2. It had production value.
Yeah, it was decent enough. It's a lot different than the other Jurassic Park movies or the other movies in the Jurassic Park franchise. And I don't want to spoil too much, but the ending definitely leaves you knowing where they're going for the third movie of the Jurassic World installment. But yeah, this was just a weird one.
Jeff Goldblum, super underused.
I mean, I really wasn't expecting him to be
Super underused.
I mean, Jeff Goldblum's awful to begin with.
You're awful.
Give me Dr. Alan Grant.
He'd have to say yes to that.
I mean, maybe they never asked.
Then they can't have him in the movie.
I'm just saying, if
Someone has to ask if they want to be in the movie.
I'm not debating that. We don't know why he wasn't in the movie. There's a plethora of reasons. He could have said no. He might not have been asked. He may have had scheduling conflicts. I don't know.
So
I'm not his agent.
So ultimately, what it boiled down to is he didn't say yes for some reason we don't know. So you're arguing against me for no reason.
Or he may not have been asked.
He cannot say yes if he's not asked. That is a reason for him not saying yes. We are arguing for no reason.
I'm going to agree to disagree with you on this one.
Why are we, how long is an Instagram video?
For Instagram TV, you can do 10 minutes.
Oh shit.
Speaking of, you know what we haven't recorded in a while? And I'm sorry my hand was in the way? Drunk Discussions podcast. Shawn, when are we going to do the next Drunk Discussions podcast? I mean, I had plans of doing something very special tomorrow for Canada Day, but this motherfucker here decided to take a shift at work.
Wow.
So we're going to turn this into a Twitter poll. Do you guys agree with Shawn taking an extra shift at work? Or do you think he should have kept Canada Day off to record a new episode of Drunk Discussions? We are going to put this on a poll on our Twitter page. Follow us there at Drunk D Podcast. Our Instagram is at Drunk D Podcast as well. But if you're watching this on Instagram, you already know that. Look at Shawn sitting in silence because, you know, we haven't recorded a podcast episode for a month. May 27th was the last time we recorded. Mostly because I injured my foot that day. Injured foot. Still walking with the walking cast. But I wanted to do something special for Canada Day tomorrow. But Shawn here, not having it. Not fucking having it. However, Shawn may be an asshole right now. But you know who are good people, Shawn? Shawn knows who's good people. The daft cunts over at the BAYK podcast. You know what they did for us, Shawn?
What did they do for us?
They bought a shirt.
Oh shit, they bought a shirt.
And you can have a shirt, a Drunk Discussion shirt, or any of the other shirt designs we have up there by going to shop.spreadshirt.com/drunkdiscussions. You know how else people can help out the show, Shawn?
They could be our Patreons.
Yeah. Where can they be our Patreons? Or patrons, I should say.
No, they could be our Patreons.
Well, they could be our patron on Patreon.
Become our Patreons.
Or
on Patreon.
You could be like Bob from the Cretans Guild and become our patron on Podbean directly. patron.podbean.com/drunkdiscussions. So thank you to Bob, who became our first $1 donator,
Thank you, Bob.
our first patron. Bob, you fucking rock. And everybody out there watching this, go listen to his podcast, The Cretans Guild. They do awesome fucking stuff. They did a huge, like, animated TV series tournament back in March to coincide with the huge NCAA basketball tournament, but they did it with classic cartoons. They do awesome stuff, so go check it out. And again, if you want to become our patron like Bob, you can donate directly through Podbean, patron.podbean.com/drunkdiscussions, or you can do it on Patreon, patreon.com/drunkdiscussions. You can listen to our podcast. We just posted a new episode yesterday. Technically, it's not new because we haven't recorded in a while because of my broken foot. I sort of cheated and split episode 18 into 2 parts. So this was part 2 of episode 18. Shawn, where can people find our podcast to listen to it?
There are 5 sources: Stitcher, Apple Podcast, Spotify, of course, the Chorus app, and of course, patreon.com. No, not actually, Podbean.
Podbean.com/drunkdiscussions. So be sure you're checking out our show. Follow us on the social medias. If you're watching this on Twitter, which you won't be because it's longer than a Twitter video is allowed to be, our Instagram is @DrunkDPodcast. If you're watching this on Instagram, which is probably where you're watching it, our Twitter is also @DrunkDPodcast. You can also find us on the YouTubes. We have 3 videos up there, and there's another one coming. I haven't put the visual podcast from episode 18 up yet. That's going to be up sometime this week. But just search for Drunk Discussions on YouTube. You can watch us sing karaoke badly.
Is there any other way to sing karaoke?
I mean, good.
Not in my experience.
Not when you're drunk, no. Anyways, thank you to the BAYK podcast boys for buying a shirt. Thank you to Bob from the Cretans Guild for becoming a patron. Thank you to everyone on Twitter that retweets all of our shit and our episodes. And thank you for everyone that's listening to our episodes. Our last 6 episodes have been averaging about 40 to 45 plays each, so that's tremendous. We'd like to get it up to 50 to 60, slowly making our way up to 100 plays per episode. But it's a process. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. Anyways, that's going to do it. So thank you everybody for watching this. Hopefully we'll have new content, audio and visual soon. But for now, bye-bye. Also, Shawn's an asshole.